So here we have this bird once it's been printed. You can see I moved it a little bit once it was on there. That's why we have this. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Nice little bird. Lines up perfectly with the white space that I had left for it. So it kind of fits together. Now I have this image, which I kind of like. This was the ghost. But we're going to play around with it. There's a little bit of residual ink that's still left on the plexiglass. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that residual ink plus add a little bit just for shits and giggles. Let's do this. We'll add a little bit more so you kind of see like the different layers. Ink fully saturated and then some of the lighter stuff. And I'm also going to print so let's do that. Let's just leave it at that. I'm also going to print this to show you the idea of stencils. I'm going to lay this out on here and just ink it up this way. I could probably print either side of this, but let's just lay this on here like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this as a print on this ghost here. So we'll see how this looks on the press. Or you could do this on a blank sheet of paper. If you were to re-soak this, there's two ways of doing this. What you could do is take this bottled water here, spray it, lightly mist it, like about this far away, kind of re-soaking it, and you won't need to worry about rolling it out because it's nice and damp. Or you could submerge it in the water, being careful not to get ink on someone else's print, and then put it under the blotters. But if you're going to put it under the blotters, find a dirty one, don't use the top clean ones, and put newsprint on top of your print so that way you don't get ink onto the blotters, okay? So now we're going to run it through the press. Since this has got a little bit of residual ink and it's a cognate plus a new layer of ink, I'm going to run it through twice and go back and forth. Moment of truth, we'll see if this looks pretty cool. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of color approaches and also additive color, thinking about different ways of doing stencils and that sort of thing. One last technique I'm going to show you is sheen collé. And let's see how this turned out. Boom, beautiful. Look at that, that's pretty dope. Oh, I ended up putting it in the same spot. I wanted to preserve that. But that's kind of cool. You know, if you compare this as the cognate to its fully inked up partner, some nice things that are happening on both of those. That's pretty fresh. One last technique I'm going to show you is sheen collé, which is a lot of fun.